Hello everyone, welcome to Ignition.
And Ignition today looks at a car that we very underrated. So this is down to me to a certain degree.
It is really.
He's been away for ages. You know, he lives the life of old Riley. And I was we live in Portugal, and we were in the shopping centre, my wife and I, and came out and there was this beast of a car there. And to be fair, the I-pace is something you do not see in Portugal.
No.
And
Jaguars, in fact.
Jaguars, they're very expensive here. Used ones, which sort of plummet in the UK,
don't depreciate here at all.
I mean, you would be paid, just as an aside, you'd be paying 13,000 euros for an S-type. I know, I don't mean the sexy Inspector
Well, in England, you'd find a nice one for under £1,000.
Yeah.
And here you're talking 12 grand.
Yeah.
So, for sure, they don't lose value.
No. But anyway, an I-pace has never registered really on my radar.
No.
And we walked out and there was this big car, and obviously I'm all over it. Luckily the owner wasn't there. Well, I wouldn't have minded because I'd have asked if I could sit in it. And I thought, what a sexy beast this is. And beast is the term. I didn't realise it was so muscular, so aggressive and so sexy, because when we've looked at them...
Well, last time we saw it, I loved it. I thought it looked great. Last time we looked at it on the internet, and my father here, he said, "Oh, well, I don't like that. That looks wimpy." You know, He just didn't like it.
I did.
Had nothing to do with it, and didn't like it at all. But I liked it. And then when I came back the other day, he goes, "Oh, I saw an I-pace in the car park. Oh, it's gorgeous." And I've never heard him change so fast on a car. And he goes, "Oh, we've got to go and sit in one. We've got to go and sit in one."
So off we went to the Jagg dealer.
We did.
And we're in the I-pace.
This lovely black I-pace.
I've got to say, how much have I underestimated the quality?
Oh, the build quality, yeah. Even I underestimated that.
It was like granite inside. Everything was well and truly hunkered down, beautifully designed.
Yes.
Amazingly comfortable.
How a Jag should be.
It was a Jaguar.
It was a Jag. And we were obviously all over it.
Yeah, all over it like a rash.
The interior, beautiful. The column that comes down, just a simple design.
That was lovely.
Just simple, but yet all looked like glass.
Yeah. So we were in the front, we were in the back, we were everywhere over this car.
We were testing everything.
And the beauty of being in Portugal is that car dealerships are dead.
Yeah, no one buys a car here, especially a Jag.
No, and the I-pace we were sitting in was a 400, wasn't it?
It was.
400, and it was about 85,000 euros.
It was.
And I've got to be honest, I thought that was quite a good price.
Yes,
Even
I mean,
here,
obviously it's ridiculously expensive, but for the car, and in Portugal, I don't think it was that bad.
Yeah, because I mean, we're saying that as far as euros could be, you may or may not know, but Portugal double tax cars. So you've got to think Portugal's around 23% dearer than any other European country. So I'm assuming, and I haven't fully checked it out, but I would imagine that the 85,000 euros here is probably going to be 70,000 across Europe.
Yeah, because over here in Portugal, an E-Class 2-litre diesel is going to set you back 60,000.
Yeah.
So 85 for this beast actually isn't that bad.
But sticking to the I-pace, obviously I've seen reviews, I've watched people in the car, but the car really does not, although it's looking pretty good here, it doesn't present itself in photographs and on film anything like it does.
Nothing like it.
No, it's
half the size on screen than it is in person.
It really hides its bulk in photos.
They need to, almost in these adverts, they need to put it up next to an F-Type or something. Yeah,
because it is a big...
It's big.
It's not a criticism, it's a big lump of car that looks very impressive.
No, because we both drive 4x4s.
Yes, we do.
And that certainly didn't seem
I
small.
don't at the moment.
Ah, true, but that's
Only
good.
because I've knackered mine.
Yeah, the Jeep's off the road at the moment, but
I've been for 5 months.
yeah, for 5 months. But it's a big car, and that certainly seemed massive.
It really seemed massive, but it was the overall impression of the car that
It sits so well. It looks very, very mean.
nothing. I don't think you could park anything next to it that would, if it was on a human level, intimidate it.
Yeah.
It's a car that I think if you drive and you own, you must feel pretty
Superior almost.
Yeah, very much.
It gave off a very weighted, planted feeling interior and driving experience. Even though we didn't obviously drive it, it just felt like a very tough, strong car.
And I was quite surprised. I don't know how to describe this, but I quite like my steering wheel to be quite a long way from my dashboard, and I don't know why that is, but the Jag really fitted me.
Yes.
The seats were incredibly comfortable, and the whole driving position was just fantastic. And this could be the one that we sat in, actually.
It could, the black interior.
Other than the black interior
Was what we were in.
and that steering wheel is a beautiful shape. It's got nice feeling buttons.
Yes, it has. In fact, it almost, I know it sounds terrible referring this to a Peugeot, but those Peugeots have a lovely small steering wheel.
They do.
And this to me was like a very expensive Jaguar steering wheel, but it was small, quite small,
It was.
but thick. It felt very go-kart like for such a big car.
Yeah, there was. I was struggling to put my finger on something I didn't. The seats were stunning. I can't quite put into words how nice it was.
You can see the cream ones there. They're just beautiful.
Beautifully comfortable, and that centre dash. I did the car wow. Tried to yank it from one side to the
Yes.
other. And it was like a lump of granite. It was just beautifully made. And I know Jaguars of old have sort of been criticised, and the Land Rovers are criticised.
Yes.
This is beautifully put together.
It's I haven't sat in a car like that for a long time, actually.
No.
Something that I felt was such good quality.
No, and we troll around the dealers as
a hobby, isn't
as a
it?
hobby, and for some reason we don't offer. We have been into the Jaguar Land Rover dealer
Yes.
in Faro.
I think we went to look at a Discovery Sport when they came out. Or
It was
something,
the
didn't
Discoveries we were last in,
Yeah.
but we haven't really. They didn't have a Defender, which is the other reason we went. We were looking for a Defender, and but this I-pace wowed me, absolutely wowed me. I thought it was exceptional. So few stats we would pop up, but they
vary on what model.
You've got to get your country and the model. But the other thing that I was having a look around, because once I've seen a car I like, I've got to see how much I could buy one for. There was one for sale in Portugal.
There's one on the used website.
Yeah,
Portugal.
one. So this is a UK one I found, and again, we did what would we buy for 50,000, and I ended up with a Tesla. A used Tesla was my choice.
Yes, a Tesla Model S.
Rather than buy new. That Tesla's dead to me. That Tesla is dead to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I changed my mind, and more than I'm quite fussy with my pants, and I changed my mind more than I changed my pants.
Yeah.
That I-pace is a fantastic car.
And considering that one hasn't got humongous alloys on it, it looks mean.
Well, the bit that I get slightly still confused by, and we've shown it, is the off-road bit.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that's why it's got what they look like small wheels.
They do.
But when you stand next to it, they're massive.
They're up past your knees, yeah.
Yeah, they're massive. And somewhere along the line, they are saying this car's got off-road capability.
Yeah. Who's going to take that Jag off-road? It should be a criminal offence.
Yeah, but it
way
seems to
too
do
nice.
it quite well. But that is that one. I have to say, I agree with you. I'm not
Very
super keen
menacing.
on the wheels, but it's a menacing beast. And for £47,000, it's done 10,000 miles. Why?
Nigh on new, that is.
Why is someone not buying that?
I have no idea. But to me, 10,000, that's barely even started, is it?
Actually, well,
running period.
One of those is never going to go wrong.
No.
And you are buying a car to me that looks like it's chiselled out of granite.
And feels it too.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
So if you are looking at a used vehicle, and I think EV, as far as I'm concerned, is irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
I think that Jag should be
Yeah, we're talking 300 miles to a thing. So, like you say, EVs.
I mean, take a look at a Jag.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's an exceptional car, and maybe it's just me, but as I say, whether you've looked at one or you haven't, this completely was off my radar.
Well, this video that was playing at the moment, it completely, I've completely copied you there. The scale is so off.
Yes,
to what it is.
But the dash there again, it's so clean. The design is so clean. I know it's Ian McCallum who designed it, as from memory. It was definitely him, and he is an exceptional car designer. But the interior of this, as we've done another video recently where we slagged off majority of cars' interiors, current interiors, for the over techiness. This one is a tech fest.
It is, but in a very, very
clinically clean
way.
Yeah.
If you could design the ultimate glass panel with tech in it, it is almost that.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And this bit of off-roading that they're showing.
Yeah. It's quite impressive.
It is. It is. It's a car that covers every single base. So as far as I'm concerned, I've really misjudged. I'm always prepared to say when I've misjudged something. I've misjudged that car massively, and now it's right up there on my want list.
Yeah, he doesn't stop talking about it now. So I'm glad we've made this. It got a little bit more off his chest.
Yeah, but I'll be back in the Jagg dealer. He's going to start disliking me because I'm going to be purring all over it again probably this weekend.
Probably.
But in my opinion, get yourself down to a Jagg dealer and
For
go and
sure.
see one.